Hold up. Hey.
Big time.
Hot topic.
All right, man. I'm sorry y'all had a glimpse of the video, but you know the buttons wasn't buttoning as quick. But this is our hot topic, man. Are we leaving wealth, or are we leaving wealth or GoFundMe pages, and why? Are we leaving wealth after we pass, or just GoFundMe pages, and
Thank
why?
you for putting that out there, right? Read
I'ma
it one
change
more
it.
time for the slow folks.
Are we leaving wealth when we die, or just GoFundMe pages, and why? Go ahead, bro.
It all depends on how your structure is. Yes, we are leaving wealth, especially in our community, for just GoFundMe pages. And this is the part that makes me mad about the GoFundMe pages. And I'll get to the why after that. One word, don't get mad at me because I ain't giving to your GoFundMe page because you ain't got your stuff in order. If I ain't got it, you counting my pockets. This is something that really, really bothers me, bro. Oh, Stan acting funny. If you don't know what Stan or who Stan is, that is my middle name. That's what my family calls me.
Yep.
Oh, Stan acting funny. He got it. I had a family member tell me the other day, he got it. Why you counting my pockets?
Right.
What I do got is 2 jobs, 3 including this podcast. You dig what I'm saying? I'm grinding. I've been grinding. So why are you mad at me because I won't give to my GoFundMe because you won't find a job? You dig what I'm saying? Like, that ain't none of my business.
Right.
Now, in extreme circumstances, I feel like GoFundMes are good to go. What I don't like about our community is when we start using GoFundMes as a freaking
crutch,
life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? That's and this is the why. I feel like our community don't understand that. Look, when you tricking off on that sack, when you tricking off on that trick, when you trick, whether it be male or female, when you tricking off on them shoes, when you tricking off on them clothes, on that trip, whatever it is, you can be tricking off a month. $30 a month will get you about $250K.
Yeah.
You might not be able to leave a meal to your shorties, but $250K will get them buried. That'll get them a little money. And if they gonna go trick it off in that generational curse that so often happens, then at least 30. Are you worth 30 a month, my guy?
Right.
Are you worth 30 a month, my sis? These are things that you have to think about. And then you get upset, excuse me, to the highest festivity because your GoFundMe got a goal of $5,000 and it only got one. Now, I'm not knocking the people who genuinely need a GoFundMe because circumstances happen. I get it. If you had a job and the insurance is shaky and you get injured, and now you need a GoFundMe to help take care of your bills, I understand that. But you can't get mad at me because you sitting on your behind, not working. And now you got to GoFundMe and you mad at me and the rest of the family members and everybody else because we didn't give to your GoFundMe. Go ahead, bro, because this is soapbox all day long.
So I think in a lot of cases we are leaving or we're not really leaving wealth. We're just leaving GoFundMe pages. I think we as a whole, the black community as a whole, and I'm not just going to assume everyone who's watching is black, but I will assume the majority is. We'll say that. We as a whole don't leave wealth because we haven't had wealth. You know what I'm saying? Or we haven't been taught to know how to leave wealth. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't have great jobs. The insurance ain't that good, and you thinking, well, shoot, I'm healthy. What I need insurance for? You know, that's why I was when I was single and young. You know, and I didn't understand the value of it. Or when it came to getting insurance, like, shoot, man, it's taken from my check. And I get all that when you young, man, like 20s. You get in your 30s, 35 and up, you get to having kids, you got to think about these particular things because you want to leave an inheritance and a heritage to your kids, to your family, not just a bill. You know what I'm saying? The GoFundMe is a great tool for someone who has no hope, right? But we have to start looking at our communities and being like, okay, how do we give them the hope or how do we deliver this message where it can be heard to others? You know what I'm saying? Because we need to be able to get the message to our people, man. We got to be able to get the message to our people where they can hear it. But you know how it is within the black community. If you talk too proper, man, I ain't studying that cornball, and they don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? You talk too cool, man, you trying to swindle me. You trying to finesse me.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. You know, we are naturally not doubting people. What you call it? Like, we don't believe everything because we've been swindled so much, right? that we always on the guard, like, is that? So GoFundMe seem to make more sense because everybody is, everybody can contribute to that and all that. But man, you putting undue pressure on people. When the pressure, what it all should be when someone passed, they should be just, hey man, what you need? You all right, bro? How you feeling? How you dealing with this? You know what I'm saying? A month later, hey, I know they've been gone for a minute. How you doing? It shouldn't be, all right, man, I know it's struggling to get this funeral done, man. Do you need this or whatever? And it's all about small decisions when you're young. So if you're watching this and you pre-30s, get some insurance. If you post-30s, definitely get some insurance. But if you're pre-30s and you work a job, and let me tell you this, because I wish I would have did this when I had a job that had company match 401k. If you got a job with company match 401k and you're single and you ain't got no real debt, man, put as much money as you can in there. Do you understand when they say company match? That means what you put in, they matching up to a certain percentage. So when you're young and you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no debt, you ain't got no bills, the other persuasion has figured this out. This side of my hand, that color, has figured this out. And they stack up all those years till where they get to our age. Then they go to doing what we're doing. But they got this big head start. And you be like, man, why these folks retire? They got all this money. Because when they was in them 20s, their parents made them like, nah, you gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? They learned about that. And it's not just white people. Let me make a correction on that. Intelligent. And I'm not assuming all white people are intelligent because they're not.
Yeah. No,
there's black and white dummies.
It's black,
white,
it's black and white in one word. So
one word's coming every shade, every color, every gender.
Every gender.
Every sexual orientation. All of them can be one word.
Even if you ain't claiming a gender, you are one word.
You're one word. So just to wrap it up, man, I think we have to figure out how to get this knowledge to people about, hey, bruh, that $30 a month will pay off dividends when your loved ones pass. You know what I'm saying? That $30 a month pay off dividends if you're married and God forbid something happens to your spouse. You don't want to be looking like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? And the funeral, the person died this week and the funeral in August. That's what happens because you ain't got the bread.
Put them on ice. You ain't got the bread. It happens.
Go ahead, bro. Let me go to the comments.
Yeah, go to the
first,
comments
bro.
and then I'll go.
All right, let me go. Hagen said, let me hold $20, big bro. He's silly. All right, D says, I had so much insurance, I was worth more dead than alive. I've canceled them and just have what I need. I feel you, sis. But she got what she need.
She got what she need.
Hagen say shout out to his daddy, and we know, me and you know what that means. Big salute.
Condolences, brother.
Angel says, I have several policies. You never know. You right, sis.
You don't.
You never know.
Don't. Let me tell you something, man. I have policies through my job. I have this thing called a benevolent fund. And I pay on this thing every year. And what that means is within 24 hours of my death, whatever needs to be done for me is taken care of outside of, because we know I got kids with a Z. We joke about it all the time. You dig what I'm saying? They gonna be straight. Now, are they gonna be retirement straight? Heck no. Nah. But y'all gonna be good. Like,
gonna be good.
Pops looked out for me. You dig what I mean?
Right.
but when it's all said and done, I don't want that burden on them. Because I've seen it in the past where parents die and it falls on the kids. Parents pass, they pass away, and then all of a sudden all that debt comes to you, and they're trying to garnish and they're trying to repo and they're trying to do this, and it adds more stress to the fact that you've just lost a loved one, especially when it's a parent. But what I will say, we don't like talking about these things. We know death and taxes are the two things that's a guarantee. You dig what I mean? And both of them will jam you up if you don't have your stuff in order. Taxes while you're alive, and death to your family members when you die. So it's important that we get these type of things in order. And I don't want to talk about that right now. We all have a parent, or we all have a family member. I don't want to talk about that right now. Y'all always talking about that. Hey, I'm going to be here forever. And one word,
no,
you're not.
No, you're not.
And the fact of the matter is, we trick off more money on lottery tickets, eating out, gas in the car ain't really tricking off because you need
J's.
it. But Jay, hey, hold up, bro. Nobody asked you that.
Man, don't be cussing at me, dog. Don't be cussing at me.
Putting my business out here in these internet streets. No, but all jokes aside, you could take that $30 or $40. The problem is we start getting picky. I don't want short term. I want long term. Look, get whatever term they willing to give your tail. One word. You dig what I'm saying?
Careful.
Like, yeah, right. Give whatever term they willing to give you so that you're in position not to stress. That is the worst thing that you can possibly have going on, to lose a loved one, God forbid, a kid, a parent, a spouse, whatever. And now you're trying to figure out how to bury them because you don't have your stuff in order. Now you go to the GoFundMe, which is now your life insurance plan,
Right.
and you mad at your entire family because you expect them to pay for some stuff that could have been done for as little as 20 to 30. You don't need $1 million policy. Get a policy enough to put them in the ground. You may not get nothing on the back end, but one word, they wasn't giving you nothing on the front end. So why are you trying to capitalize on someone's death? If they can leave you something, so be it. If they can't, have your affairs in order. Is all me and C saying. We've been saying this since we started this podcast. Have your affairs in order. Get your credit in order. Get that stuff done. And I believe the why is because it says my people suffer from a lack of knowledge. That's biblical. Educate yourself on this stuff, because like he said, other persuasions, other races, they have their stuff in order. We as a brown people, be it Mexican or black, we don't be having our stuff in order, man. And then when it's a bunch of paperwork, man, I ain't got time to be reading that.
Right.
Because GoFundMe is, guess what? They died.
Yeah.
5,000. Click. Come on, man. We got to do better.
D says, I'm a veteran, so I have a free burial plot at Jefferson Barracks. That is a very
salute
good thing.
to you. Yeah, that is a very good thing.
I've experienced that. My father-in-law was a veteran, and my mother-in-law and him buried. You didn't have to worry about that in particular. And they was buried at a military spot like that. Hagen said, I was talking about the Jays. I bought 2 pair last week and 2 more pair just a month ago.
I hit that. I plead the fifth.
Plead the fifth. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Silly dog.
I ain't got nothing to say about that, Hagen. Shut up, man. Anyway, when it's all said and done, man, we ain't trying to fuss at y'all. We ain't trying to preach at y'all. We trying to educate everybody to just look. If you got a credit union, I guarantee you, because it comes in my mailbox all the time.
Yeah.
Life insurance. Get it. Get it on mama. Get it on Gigi mama. Like, get that. It ain't that you trying to get over. And I know a lot of people think when you say life insurance, oh, they trying to get paid off of my debt. No, we trying to make sure you taken care of. That's it. That is a stressful time, bro. That is the most stressful time you can possibly think of. And the last thing you need to be doing is, I lost this person, and now I got to figure out how I'm going to get them in the ground. So then it'd be like, oh, well, we went with cremation. A lot of times we go with cremation because we can't afford the burial. And that's just the bottom line behind, oh, he wanted to be cremated. No, he didn't. Y'all couldn't afford it. And I understand that. But I'm not knocking the people that went cremation route because it was cheaper. My thing is, have your affairs in order, man. We gotta educate ourselves better, bro. I think I'll let you finish this one out, man. But I think we proved our point and made our point. Just look into it, man. You got a credit union, find out. And I'm telling you, 20, 30, 40. And if you want the higher ones, yes, it's going to cost more. But you spending more on your subscription for cable, for your phone bill, for your for Netflix, for Prime. Add all them little subscriptions up and see how much you paying.
Right.
Your life ain't worth more than that for your kids when you pass away.
Right.
Think about it.
Man, ditto to everything that Rob said, man. It's just about education, man. And we want to, we have fun, we laugh, and we joke on this podcast, man. But we want to be able to be a light to things that some of us may not know. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And I think it's very important because tragedy happens in our community. Tragedies happen all the time in our communities, and we're blindsided. And we need to be ready. Not saying we got to expect tragedy, no, but you want to be covered just in case. Or not even tragedy, they just lived a long life. And it was, they gave up the fight. They got tired and they went on home to be with the Lord. Okay, you still want to be able to honor them the right way without you having heavy stress and being able to have a beautiful homegoing service. And then, then you be able to grieve. But you won't be grieving with that in the back of your mind. Okay, well, how I'm gonna do this? How I'm gonna do this? Yeah, I miss daddy. But how I'm gonna do this? I miss mama. But you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So that's what
right.
it's for. And it's just learning these things. I know a lot of us wasn't educated in these things growing up. It wasn't things we talked about. But when you know better, you got to do better, fam. We got to do
That's
better.
what it is.
And that's what we just trying to enlighten you to. But